Esther, consider everything. See how I've suffered in them. You don't know what your father is. That sickness that killed him. I know what I passed through. I don't sleep in the night. I know what I passed through. I didn't
Let
even
me
enjoy
tell
the
you
marriage.
something. I am giving you back what you gave me. It's not as if I'm angry. You understand? I don't want you close to my house.
All right, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite boy, Carlo Pikin. All right, so basically, like I told you guys, I'm here with Esther, also here with Esther's stepmom. Like I promised to keep you guys updated. So after Esther felt somehow, she's not this kind of person that has a crooked mind. So she's a very emotional person. She actually forgave her stepmom and she has to release her. So like I said, I want to see them when she's out. So they are today. So madam, you see how kind and how soft your daughter is, your stepdaughter is. Do you feel guilty of what you did?
It was the devil's
No,
hand.
speak louder so we can hear you.
It was the devil. Oh.
It
It
was
was
the
the
devil.
devil handwork and the way I've suffered in that marriage. The devil handwork.
Suffered he said he suffered in the marriage, as in how? How did you suffer? Try and speak be audible so we can hear you.
My bro, it's
You were
not
only
a
married for 2 years, right?
2 years and some fraction months.
Okay. In this marriage, you guys were not legally married, right?
I didn't even know the man was a serious diabetic patient.
Okay.
So he was always planning
To
to come
marry.
and marry, but the sickness was always pulling him back. And a sick person cannot come and marry somebody like that. I was always believing he would get too well. I even ended up babysitting a sick man till he died.
Okay. When you were planning to sell this property, why didn't you tell your son? Your own son
Hmm.
was not aware because when you were arrested, he came with a lot of people to beg Esther to release you from the police custody.
I didn't want him to start talking long talk and blaming me because one, he was first of all he was blaming me of going to into the marriage, and when he also realized the man is sick, he was like, "You are going to babysit an old man. He hasn't come in yet to marry you." But me, I was always praying and believing that God will heal him. Everything will be fine. He will come in before everything just turned like this. So that is, I didn't really want to bring him into it because he won't really support me. He will be talking too much. He will be overblamed. So I didn't
Okay.
just.
All right, I've heard you. All right, Esther. When your stepmom got married to your dad, was your dad sick?
He was not sick. He was
Okay.
he was okay. I don't know what
He
time.
was okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it was okay. So after what happened? How did your dad died? Like
I think it's a
just
little
sickness, like she
sickness. Yeah,
said.
yes, yes.
All right. Thank God that we've all come out here and your property was not sold.
Thank God.
Okay. So madam. So what's your next step? What's your plan?
And my plan is that I've forgiven you. I've forgiven you. I don't have anything to, as in, I'm free. I'm free. So don't worry. But I would not like you to come back to the house. That's just it.
Where will I then go to stay after all the suffering I suffered? Where will I then go? Please.
You will not ask me that. You don't have to ask me that. So I will not provide a place for you to stay. So it's you and your son that know where you're going to stay. Yes.
I'm
Madam.
begging you, please. At least let me stay there. Oh, Esther. Don't disgrace me like this. Where do you want me to start life from? Where do you want me to go and stay? After all the suffering I've passed through, Esther, please, don't
Is it
send me out,
wait,
please.
wait. Is it because I have accepted to release you? You say you want to come and stay here again to do more. I don't understand. Why are you asking me where to stay? Go and discuss that with your son.
I am sorry, please. I'm sorry.
I've accepted your
Even if
son.
it is one room, let me just see where to put my head.
Madam,
Please.
madam, your son is a grown-up man. Talk to your
Yeah.
son. Your son is a grown-up man. Talk to your son. Let your son give you, because you've already done something that you are lucky that you were released. So now go back to your son. I believe there's a way. Go, let your son figure out something for you to do. Eh?
Esther, consider everything. See how I've suffered in them. You don't know what your father is. That sickness that killed him. I know what I passed through. I don't sleep in the night. I know what I passed through. I didn't even
Let me
enjoy
tell
the
you
marriage.
something. I am giving you back what you gave me. It's not as if I'm angry. You understand? I don't want you close to my house. Do you understand?
It was the devil, please. It was the devil. Please. Esther, please. Esther, I'm begging you. Please. Esther, please.
No, 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 no.
Esther, please.
No,
Esther,
no.
please.
Please talk to
I'm
your
begging
son.
you.
Madam,
Talk to your
madam,
son. Ah,
madam, come and sit down.
please help me talk. I
Just
can't
forget
do that
about it,
again. I
See.
lost the trust that I have for you.
See,
I can't
It
try.
was
I
the
have
devil.
tried
Please.
Madam,
Even if
madam,
I sold it,
madam.
I would have still given you part of it.
why,
Please.
why would you sell? Look at the kind of house you want to sell
Look
for
at what
25
you're
million,
saying.
madam.
You still have mouth to talk.
It was the devil.
Why would you want to sell somebody's house for just 25 million?
It was the devil.
Do you think that house is not worth more than that amount? You wanted to just auction it, give it out for free,
They
and
wanted to
just
give me part.
then run away with the money. That's evil now. It's not
Really,
good.
it was
And
the
your son, from what
devil.
your son was not in support of what you did. Your son, I was surprised that your son was not even aware of what you were about to do.
I'm sorry, please. It was the
Who
devil.
advised you to do
Don't
this?
throw me out, please. Where will I start? Where will I go from? So after all the suffering, I babysitted you as seed father. After everything, is to end up like this. So I just wasted my time, my years for
Okay,
nothing.
let me ask you a question.
No salary, no nothing.
How do you want me to trust you again?
I won't do. If I try that, then you can do whatever you want to do.
It can't happen.
At least, okay, let me just start one room. Just give me one. Let me manage one room.
It can
Please.
never happen. Please. I'm
Okay,
begging
let
you.
me just stay till I can sort out a place. You know, I wasn't working. I was just babysitting your sick father.
It is you that
I wasn't working.
It is you.
Madam, at this point, this is what will happen. She has said what she has said. That's her final decision.
You don't understand, Oga.
Understand
When
what?
will I start? When will I see money to pack out?
Maybe
I
you
didn't
will go back
work.
to the
I was
police station.
babysitting
Do you want to go back to the police station?
All in
You
the
don't have
name
a
of I
place to
will
stay.
marry you. Please don't go. I mean, did I
Where
do
were
bad?
you?
If
Where
I-
were you when you were not married to her dad?
I was squatting with friends.
But you have a son. Your son is a grown-up person. Your son looks very okay. You are using emotion. You are using her emotionally. So
You
this is
don't
what you
leave
need to
that,
do.
Okay, it's just
Go
the
back to
body.
your son. It's not
He
body.
just have a big body. That's
Somebody who drove. Go back to your son. Your son can figure out where you can stay. For now, allow her to be.
My son didn't really have. He was squatting with
Madam,
friends with
madam,
his guys.
madam, would you be
That is
happy
why I
to?
now brought him.
Okay, do you want to
inside.
go back to the police cell? Okay, do you prefer staying in the police cell?
Okay, Esther, let me just at least for like 3 to 6 months. Gather, look for where to stay.
Madam,
At least let me
we've
stay
come.
and look for
Esther,
rest
Yes.
more
do you have
than look
anything
for
else
where
to say?
Nothing else.
All right, madam.
Okay, where will I pack to now?
We've stopped here. This is where we need to call it off. Because you keep talking and talking. She has already decided. You shouldn't stay there. You should go and look for a place to stay. So go and figure out something. Imagine you wanted to sell someone's property and you were arrested. You forge a document which by now you're supposed to be in prison. But out of pity, out of humanity, she released you. Now you still have the guts to ask her to allow you to stay in that same compound? What if you end up, achieving your aim? If she finally allows you to go back there, then that's wrong now. So madam, at this point we have to call it a short at the moment. All right guys, thank you very much for watching. I don't want this to, because we keep staying here and talking with that. We've already gotten what we wanted. By God's grace, Esther has gotten back her property. We thank God, and she should just go and look for where to stay. Let me hear what your own suggestion in the comment section. What's your opinion? Drop it. Thank you very much for watching. I love you guys. But Esther, we can go at least. Now, be very careful. Mind where you keep your documents, and go back to your father's house. Even if you don't want it, you should be the one to sell it, if at all you don't want to stay there, not someone else.
Yes.
Thank you. All right.
Thank
But if you still have the don't worry, just we're done. We're done, madam. Madam, madam,
Hmm? I'm hearing you.
you've heard me. We are done. I'm so sorry that it comes out like this. Assuming you had the opportunity of selling that and you would have sold it and you'd be very happy, why should be the one going through? But as God may have it, it didn't just come according to how you planned it.